Okay, what's up, guys? It's your boy Daddy Gammaseal, aka Small, and today I got my Dragonmaid deck profile. So, yeah, for those of you who didn't know, it's actually based on an actual anime called Miss Kobayashi's Dragonmaid. Um, so the basis of the deck is that you have these small little maids. They have effects when they're normal or special summoned, and then at the start of the battle phase, they turn into their dragon form. So we'll get into the dragon forms later, but yeah, they have an effect when they're normal or special summoned, and they at the start of the battle phase you bring them back to your hand, and then you can special summon a dragon of a certain level from your hand or grave. So first off, we got three laundry. Yeah, three laundry. So when she's normal or special summon, you send the top three cards of your deck to the grave, and at the start of your battle phase, you get to bring out any level 7 Dragonmaid monster from your hand or grave. So what you'll notice is all the small ones, they have like low levels, like they go from 2 to 4, and then all the dragons, they have levels that are like 7 and 8. So the small ones, the level 2s, they only let you special summon the level 7s. So one of the level 7s is Nudiarl. So this is Laundry's dragon form. So all the dragons, they have an in-hand effect, and they have an effect when they're on the field, and at the end of the battle phase, they turn back into their maid forms. So Nudiarl is basically it lets you shuffle a card from either graveyard into the deck. It's okay, I guess. It's not a quick effect or anything, but it's good for getting your opponents like combo pieces back into the deck. Again, I wish it was a quick effect. That would have been nice, but yeah. So all the dragons, they have an effect that they can't be destroyed by card effects while you control a fusion. But usually that's going to be one of your Dragonmaid fusions. Well, that's the only ones I play in here. And at the end of the battle phase, you bring it back to your hand, and then you could bring out a Dragonmaid of a certain level from your hand. So the level 7s, they bring out the level 2s from hand at the end of the battle phase. So yeah, that's a water one. And then next we got Nurse. When she's normal special, you could bring out a Dragonmaid from your grave, except for Nurse, and it has to be level 4 or lower, so you can't revive any of the big dragons, only the small ones. And at the start of the battle phase, again, she brings out level 7 Dragonmaid from your hand or grave. So it could be Nudiarl, or it could be Dragonmaid Ernest. So her effect, again, it can't be destroyed by card effects like all the other dragons while you control a fusion. And quick effect, during either player's turn, you could discard this card and special level 4 or lower Dragonmaid from your hand. It's really good because you only get one normal summon a turn. It's not like this deck has like easy ways to bring out monsters. Um, yeah, so it's really good for that because yeah, you don't get that many summons, and Ernest is good for that. That's why I run 3. Most of the dragons I only run 2, but Ernest I think it's worth playing at 3. So, and at the end of the battle phase, you bring out a level 2 dragon maid, so that could be either Nurse or Laundry. And then next, these are the level 3s. Got Parlor Dragon Maid. She's a wind. When she's normal special summon, you could send any Dragon Maid card from your deck to the grave. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'll tell you why later. So that's her effect when she's normal special summon. And at the start of the battle phase, you could bring out a level 8 Dragon Maid from your hand or grave. And you can only use each effect once per turn. That's the normal thing on all of them. So yeah, Parlor just sends from deck to grave. Next, we play 2 Lorpar. So this is Parlor's dragon form. It's level 8, obviously. Its effect in hand, you could discard it, then target a face-up monster in the field. Players can activate that target's effects on the field this turn. So it's not a quick effect, so you can't really like stop anything great. I guess you could like bait out an effect from your opponent or something, but other than that, I don't really use it for the hand effect. I just use it because body. And then protection while you control a fusion, and then at the end of the battle phase, you can bring out a level 3 Dragon Maid from your hand. And then next we play 3 $60 fodder. I mean Kitchen Dragon Maid. When she's normal special summon, you could add any Dragon Maid monster from your deck to your hand. So basically, she's the Stratos of the deck. She's fire. And then at the start of the battle phase, you could bring out a level 8 Dragon Maid from hand or grave by returning her to the hand. And then so her dragon form is Tinkhek. It can't be destroyed while you control fusion, and during either player's turn, you could discard it, then target a Dragonmaid you control, and it gains 2,000 attack until the end of the turn. Also, it does 27, so it's another beater. And at the end of the battle phase, you could return it to the hand, and then you special level 3 from hand. So that could be either kitchen or a parlor. Yeah, nailed it. Next, we play 3 Chamber. She doesn't have a dragon form, unfortunately, but once she's no more special, you could add a Dragonmaid spell or trap from your deck to your hand because they forgot to put that effect on Kitchen that she could search anything. But I guess this is fine. And at the end of at the start of the battle phase, you can bring out a level 7 or higher Dragonmaid from your hand or grave. So you could bring out any of the dragon forms basically. So yeah, she's really good. She's I'd say maybe she's a little better, or well, maybe Kitchen's a little better. Okay, and then for the random dragons, we play Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. You know, you can bring him out with a Guard Dragon LP. It just revives dragons, so you could. This deck likes to send dragons to the grave a lot, so it's really good for that. Just stonks. Next, we play Morphage Goliath. While he's on the field, neither player could special from the extra deck except dragons. So for anyone, a Dragonmaid fan, like of the anime, that doesn't know about this game, you generally might be thinking, oh, if both players can't do something, isn't that bad? Well, no, because usually you'd bring this out after you're done making your board, so you're just saying no to your opponent, basically. Next we play 1 Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms. You send dragons to the grave a lot, so yeah, it's just a free monster. You just send them to the grave, and then you can banish 2 wind or dragon monsters. All your monsters are dragons, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you just bring him out, but he returns to your hand during your next end phase. But you could use him as link material, you could use him to attack, doesn't really matter. Moving on to the spells, we play 3 Dragonmaid Changeover. This is the fusion spell, so you basically just fuse dragons. You make a dragon fusion, and then it has a grave effect. So basically, when it's in the grave, you target a Dragonmaid you control, return it to the hand, and then you bring this back from your grave to your hand. So basically, what you could do, you could use Parlor to send this, and then you bounce Parlor back to your hand, and then add this to your hand, and basically, with Parlor and Chamber and this, you play 9 copies of this card essentially. So yeah, you really want to get to this card as fast as possible because you can make the fusions in this deck are actually really strong. Next we play through Dragonmaid Hospitality. Its effect is you special summon a Dragonmaid from your hand or grave, and then you basically get this. You can send a Dragonmaid with the same attribute as that monster you special summon, but with a different level from your deck to the grave. So basically, if you summon one of the big dragons, you get to send the girl version, and then if you summon one of the maids, you get to send the dragon version. So it could revive a monster, it could bring out a monster from your hand without wasting your normal summon, and then you get to mill a card. Brings out a monster, grave setup, it's pretty much all you need. Next we play 2 copies of Dragonmaid Welcome. All your monsters gain 100 attack and defense for each Dragonmaid you control, and if you control 2 or more Dragonmaids with different names, you get to add a Dragonmaid card from your grave to your hand. And when it's sent from the field to the grave, your Dragonmaids can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects. That last effect doesn't really come up like ever, but yeah, it's a good recursion card. I definitely. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you played 1, but I play 2. It's a nice card. Next, we play Dragonmaid Send-Off. You bounce a Dragonmaid from your that you control to your hand, then you bring out a different one from your hand, and it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects that turn. Or until the end of the next turn. Yeah, it's an okay one-of. So your opponent like targets one of your cards, you basically just say, oh, you target that monster. No, oh, that monster's not even here. What are you targeting? Oh, nothing. And then you bring out your other Dragonmaid, and yeah, that's that. Next we play 1 monster Reborn because you send dragons to the grave a lot, so you could really profit off of that. Yeah, it's monster Reborn. I wouldn't really say much else. Next we play 1 Cosmic Cyclone because I didn't know what else to play, and yeah, you pay 1,000, then you target a spell trap on the field, banish it. It's spell and trap removal. Next you play Dragon Ravine because it sets up your graveyard even easier. You discard a card and then you send a dragon from your deck to the grave. It doesn't have any other effects, I swear. If you think it does, you're wrong. What? It adds a Dragoonity. What? Next you play 1 Dragon Shrine. You send a dragon from your deck to the grave. That's it. It has an additional effect if you play normal dragons, but you know, we don't play those. Next, you play Foolish Burial. You just send a card from your deck to the grave, or a monster from your deck to the grave. Yeah, you really want to set up your grave, so this is actually really good. Yeah. Next, we play one Dragonmaid Downtime. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what this one does. You can target one Dragonmaid you control, then activate one of these effects. You can return it to the hand and then add a Dragonmaid from your deck to your hand, except downtime, and then, or you could return the Dragonmaid to the hand and then return one spell or trap your opponent controls to the hand. So basically, in Rise of the Duelist, there's going to be a new Dragonmaid card. I don't know what it's going to be called in the TCG, but you target a dragon, and one card your opponent controls, bounce it to the hand. So basically, I'm going to be playing 3 of those when it comes out, but until then, I'm going to play this, I guess. So yeah, I might still play it, but you know, I might not. Yeah. So that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we play 3 Dragonmaid Shio. So it requires a Dragonmaid and any level 5 or higher dragon monster. You might think, oh, that might be a little hard. No, it's not really that hard. Just there's a lot of hands where you can make this pretty easily. Its effect is oh yeah. Also notice it has 3,500 attack. Yeah, that's a lot. For a bunch of monsters that have 500 attack and a bunch of like dragons. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so during each standby phase, every standby phase. So during yours and your opponent's standby phase, you get to bring out a level 9 or lower Dragonmaid from your hand or grave. Any. So basically, you could bring out stuff like Parlor, Chamber, Kitchen, one of the dragons, all that stuff. And basically, you just generate advantage. And also, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you could return this to the extra deck. And you get special in one house Dragonmaid from your extra deck. And yeah, so you'll see that in a second. This is House Dragonmaid, the card it brings out. This has 3,000 attack, so yeah, it's strong. It requires a Dragonmaid and a dragon monster. I don't think you're ever gonna fuse into this. You can, but well, you can, but I don't really go into that. I usually just go into Shio. I guess late game you can go to this. So during the standby phase, you could target one other Dragonmaid you control and special a Dragonmaid from your hand or grave in defense position, whose level is 1 level higher or 1 level lower. So basically, you use it to special the maids if you control the other maids, like the level 2 maids if you control the level 3s, the level 4 if you control the level 3s, or you use it to special the different dragons, and that's basically its application. Or if you control 2 house, you could target your house. And you bring out a Shio from your grave, but that doesn't really come up like ever. Yeah, she's basically good for that. Whenever your dragon monster returns to your hand, you could target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Yeah, and it's not once per turn. So if you return multiple Dragonmaids to the hand, you get to pop a bunch of opponent's cards, and it's really good. So next we play one Borlo Dragon. And keep note, yeah, a good note. I usually just go into the fusions, so the rest of this extra deck I guess is up to you. I play Borload. It's just good link 4, gets rid of monsters, and yeah. Topologic Bomber Dragon, another card. It's a good link 4. It destroys the board, and whenever it battles a monster, your opponent takes damage. So basically, they're going to be taking 3,000 to total if their monster's in attack position. Next, we play one Saryuja. Yeah, it just lets you draw 4, lets you special monster from your hand. I don't really go into it too much. Triple Burst Dragon. It negates effects during the battle phase. That's all I have to say about it. It's a link 3. The Code Talker. Yeah, I don't go into this ever. Dragoonity Knight Romulus. This is the one I want to talk about. Okay, so when it's a link summon, you add a Dragoonity spell or trap or a Dragon Ravine from your deck to your hand. Obviously, we don't play Dragoonity spells or traps. So you search the Dragon Ravine with this. So basically, you'd link off 2 of your Dragon monsters, and then you'd make this. And yeah, it's Romulus. It's nice, I guess. Barricade Board Blocker. It protects your face with spells. It's not really. Yeah, I don't make this ever, so yeah, I just ignore it. Then we play Hieratic Seal, the Heavenly Spheres. You need 2 dragons. Basically, you could bring out Goliath from the deck for free, or if you already brought out Goliath, I guess you could bring out any other dragon. But its attack defense becomes 0, but that doesn't really matter, because, for example, like, if you brought out Goliath, your opponent would only be able to normal summon anyway. It's not like they could just summon from the extra deck. And when you tribute itself, you get out Goliath for free, and then you'd return one of your opponent's cards to the hand. So yeah, that's, Heavenly Spheres is good. And then for the last two, we play Elpie and Agripane. Or not Agripane. It's Pisty. Yeah, Pisty. Okay, so Elpie, basically, it specials a dragon from your deck, from your hand or deck, and Pisty specials from your banished pile and your grave. So obviously Elpie's the better one, but they're both fine. I would actually play one of each of these and the Heretic Sealed. Like definitely. So that's the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. That slide did not go cleanly. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that. And see you in the next video. Okay, bye.